Let's get started. So I am currently on Shopify.com, where we will create our free Shopify account. They offer a 14-day free trial during which we can sign up and use all the features to create our store and do almost everything else apart from making it live and accepting payments on our store. So you can get a sense of it, see if you like it or not, and do other such things before buying a paid subscription. So I'm on Shopify.com, which is where we are going to go to sign up for our free account. You can get to this page by just clicking on the link present in the description of this video. We're going to start by clicking on Start Free Trial. So let's do that now. And when you click that, a small pop-up will appear and ask you some questions regarding your store. So let us select one of these options and keep going. After going through all of this, you will have to decide your store name, which is also quite crucial since it will be a part of your domain name. Shopify provides you with a free domain name that looks similar to your store name, myshopify.com. So make something connected to your store. In future videos, we will discuss domain names and how to register your own domain name and connect it to your Shopify store. So it's not that crucial, but we still prefer to have something relevant to our store. Click on Next. Then select the country where your business or store will operate, basically the country you are targeting. Next, I'll choose to continue with email, but you can choose others based on your preferences and sign up. A small pop-up will appear and ask you for your email address and password. Now, firstly, your email address does not necessarily have to be one that is associated with your business or the store you are building. It can be any email account that you have access to, such as your personal one. This email is only for logging into your store. The amazing part is that you can use this same email address to access multiple Shopify stores. Next, you need a password. Make sure to choose a strong one that only you know. Click on Create Shopify Account. Okay, as soon as we complete that, you'll notice that we are redirected to our brand new Shopify store and Shopify dashboard. The dashboard shown here is the one you will always see when you log on. And throughout this course, we'll be going deeper into each of these options and discussing every setting and every little detail. It appears to be a lot of information to take in, which it is, and for that reason, we'll go through it step by step. In the following lesson, we'll actually dive in and discuss this dashboard in more detail. We'll give a brief introduction and explain how to use it. And then, by the end of this course, you're going to have a complete understanding of Shopify, and I'm pretty sure you're going to feel pretty comfortable inside of Shopify as well. So let's jump right into it in the next lesson. All right. So before we get into all of the individual settings, I'd just like to give you a quick rundown of the dashboard, how to navigate around, and so on. So when you first log into your Shopify store, mainly if you've just created it, you'll see a variety of information in the middle area. Now, Shopify always has an update section. When you're first getting started, they will show you some different steps that you can do next to improve your store. You can ignore this information by clicking on these little dots on each section to dismiss it. You can simply disregard almost everything. When you get into it and start generating sales and earning money, you'll notice some new data at the top, such as visitors and sales, and on the far right side, a breakdown of money heading your way, traffic, your best sellers, things like that. Our main navigation menu is located on the left-hand side, where you'll spend a lot of your time. Here we have our orders, which are orders coming into your store. We have our products, anything related to your products and your categories, and your collections are going to be located here. When somebody buys something from your store, Shopify creates a customer profile for them. Those profiles are available in the customer section. In finances, you can monitor your store finances. Now, Shopify tracks a lot of analytics, like how often people visit your store, how long they stay, how many people buy more than one thing, where people are coming from, and where they're going. All this data is available in the Analytics tab. We have a marketing section to assist you with marketing your business. We also have a discount page where you may create discounts and coupon codes. We are a sales channel, so if you're selling anywhere else outside of your store, like on your own website or on Facebook, you can set up a sales channel here. Then we have our online store, which I click on this one. Here we have additional information about our online store, but it will be all regarding your Shopify store, like design, navigation, blogs, pages, and so forth. At last, we have an app store where you may manage all of the applications on your store. Alright, we have a settings option in the very bottom left corner. This is all information about the settings for the back end of your store. So we're talking about checkout preferences. For example, your shipping options, employee accounts, or anything else of an administrative related, can be found here among your settings. Then on the very top right, you'll see the account name. This is the account we are logged into. If I click on it, a drop-down menu will appear. I can click on Manage Account. This is where I can modify my password, turn on two-factor authentication, and so on. We have the option of logging out if I want to log out. Then we have some assistance options here like Shopify Help Center, keyboard shortcuts, and community forums. So if you want help with Shopify itself, you can choose these options. So that's a general overview of the dashboard. It's quite straightforward to use. Everything is plainly visible for where we can view everything. So let's get right into the next lesson. Welcome back again. In this lesson, I did like to talk about Shopify's different plans. Now you're on a 14-day free trial now, however, before you can actually launch your website and start accepting clients, you'll need to upgrade your account. When you first sign up and log into your dashboard, you'll see a banner asking you to choose a plan. There will also be this little banner at the bottom of the screen that says the same thing. After 14 days, when your free trial is up, when you return to this site later, they will force you to pick a plan, whether you like it or not. Let's go ahead and click on Select a Plan. There are 3 of them by default: the basic Shopify for $29 per month, standard Shopify for $79 per month, and advanced Shopify for $299 per month. Because there is an offer going on Shopify, that's why it is showing 1 instead of 29 on the basic Shopify plan. So you'll see the credit card rates. This is the biggest difference between the different types of plans. If you are doing more business, it makes more sense to choose a plan with better rates. We also have the number of staff accounts that you can have. A staff account is a type of account that allows someone else to access your store, allowing you to grant them their own login credentials, and you can restrict what they can do. Now, let's say I'm hired to work on your store as a freelance blogger. You can provide me with a staff account and only give me permission to write blogs on your store. So you can have 2 with this basic plan, 5 with the standard Shopify plan, and 15 with the advanced Shopify plan. You also get shipping discounts when using Shopify. This is only significant if you intend to utilize Shopify and its connected shipping services. If you're dropshipping, this has nothing to do with you. The same goes for regions, nothing to do with you if you're dropshipping at all. So to summarize things, if you're just getting started with Shopify, the basic Shopify plan will most likely be sufficient for you. There's no need to spend extra money unless you require additional person accounts or better credit card rates. Once you've decided to choose a plan, simply click on Choose This Plan to continue. This will take you to different payment plans. You can opt for a monthly subscription or save money by opting for an annual subscription. Then select your payment method and start the plan by clicking Start Plan. We do not have to do this yet because we still have our free trial. In fact, if you choose a paid plan immediately, it will not charge you right away. It will charge me, as you can see here. That is how you pick a plan. It's very ordinary and straightforward to do. And as I said, the basic Shopify will most likely be enough for you. Alright, so I will see you in the next video. Alright, so first and foremost, we must choose a theme for our new online store. So go to Online Store on the left side, then select Themes. Then we can see that the present theme on our existing Shopify store is the Dawn theme. This is the default theme offered with every new Shopify store. Now, choosing a theme, you'll want to make sure the theme you choose is already somewhat similar to the design you're searching for and that it follows the structure of the website you desire. All you have to do is minimal work until you're ready to launch your store. What you can do is click on Action right here and select Preview from the drop-down menu. And then you can see how this current theme is built up in detail. Then you can decide whether this is the correct theme for you or if you want to choose a different one. Let's get back to our main tab. Now, if you want to choose a different theme, you have a couple of different options. When we scroll down, we can see that there are some free themes available with the Shopify plan. On the other hand, we can go to the Shopify theme store right here and check out premium themes, which you'll have to pay for. Again, click on Browse Themes. So what you can do right now is to look through some of these options. It includes both free themes and paid themes. I would advise you to check out the free themes. It's possible that one of them will work for your brand, your kind of store, or the items you want to sell. So eventually all we have to do now is add our items, brand them, and add all of the content, and our store will be ready to go. What I will do in this video is pick one of the free themes available here. So I'm going to click on the search bar and search for the Brooklyn theme. Click on the Brooklyn theme right here. They have several variations for each theme. You can view different styles and select the one you like most. I'm going to stick with the classic style right now. Then I'm going to click on Try Theme. And then once the theme has been added, we can see it right here. And in order to actually change from the default theme to the new one we have just added, we need to click on Action and then click on Publish. Then again click on Publish. And now our theme will change to the new theme that we have just added. And now we want to start building out our store. Now right-click on Customize and select Open Link in a new tab. As a result, we have our Shopify dashboard up and running in the background, and we're able to work on our Shopify store and in the Shopify editor right at the same time. In the next video, we will start designing the home page of our Shopify store. So this was all about selecting a theme and making it live. Make sure to select a theme after doing a small assessment of your needs and the type of industry in which you're working. In the next lesson, we will start designing our homepage and we will keep moving further in future videos. Have a good day, and I will see you in the next lesson. We're now in Shopify's editor, which we can use to build our online store website. So I'm going to give you a quick overview of how this works, and then we're going to start building our website. So here on the top, you can switch from different pages. Right now, we are on the home page. You can also switch to your product pages, your collection pages, blog pages, and so on. But most of the work we'll do here on the home page, and you'll notice that all of the other pages, such as product pages and checkout pages, are already built for you. So there isn't much design work to be done on these pages. Then you can also change from desktop view to mobile view, or full screen view. So eventually, you have to make sure that your store looks great on mobile as well, because today's online traffic comes mostly from mobile phones. But we'll develop everything here on the desktop view. The structure of the site is built up in several parts. The top begins with a header section. As you can see here, onward at the bottom there is a footer section where you'll find a couple of links and other legal materials, among other things. And between the header and footer, there are sections which you can decide what you want to put here. By default, we have a slideshow here on the top where you can show your store or items. We also have a feature announcement menu up here at the top. Then we have another section, this rich text section right here. We have a collection list, featured collection, and so on. These are all sections that you can add manually and also remove. For example, if you want to remove a rich text section, all you have to do is click on it and then click Remove Section from the drop down. And now this section has been removed from our store. You can also add new sections by clicking the Add Section button at the bottom left after that. You can choose what sort of section you want to create. So for example, if we wanted to add this rich text area again, we can simply click on Rich Text Section and it will be added at the bottom of the store, after which we can drag it maybe below the slideshow. And there we go, we have this section now on our homepage again. Let's get started with our Shopify store, and the way we'll do it is simply we start designing our store from top to bottom, and we'll start with the header. So we'll go to the upper left corner and click on the header, and the first thing we'll do is add our logo to our store. So we'll click on Upload Image right here, and then I'll choose the logo that I created for this store. Then I'm going to click Select to publish the logo, and now as you can see, it's on the home page of our store. By the way, if you don't already have a logo for your Shopify store, the quickest and simplest method to create one is to go to Fiverr and search for individuals that make logos. You can get a fantastic logo for as little as $20. I will link them in the description of this video. Now I also want to add a white version of this logo right here, because when I have a background image, it should become white, since it will stand out a bit better. So go to the left side of the page, scroll down and click on Transparent Logo from the drop-down menu. Then select Image and upload the white version of your logo. Simply click on Open, then click on Select. And there we have it, because we're using a background image. The logo has now turned to white, but when I go from the home page, let's say, to the collection page right here, the logo will revert to its original color, which is black and looks considerably better against a white background. So let's go back to our home page again and select our header again. Then scroll all the way down where it says Announcement Bar. What you can see on top is your website's announcement bar. This is a fantastic area to boost your sales by offering discounts to your consumers, such as Black Friday or anything else. If you're actually offering free delivery on your store, you can type, for example, free shipping on all purchases or something like that. If you don't want an announcement bar at all, untick it and the announcement bar will be removed. So that's everything we're going to do to the header right now. You can also notice this menu right here, which is a part of our header. We'll modify these menu items later in the lesson. Let's go back to the overview and move on to the next section of our website. The next section is this slideshow. Here you can put images of your brand and your products. People will see these images first before they can visit your store. So it's important that the images are high quality and communicate what your store is about. So what we can do is simply add images to these slides. I'm going to remove one because I only have one picture for the store by simply clicking on one slide and then clicking on Remove Block right here. So there will be just a static image for the top of my homepage right here. To add an image, we first need to click on Slide, then we need to click on Select Image. After that, we need to upload the image that we want to use. Once the image is uploaded, we then need to click Select. After that, the image will be added and it will be published on the homepage of our store just like this. We can also adjust the opacity of the overlay here, which will make the text stand out a little more. We can also change the text alignment. Say I want the text to be on the right side so it's more readable. Then after that, you need to modify the text here to your store's headline. So I'll just put something like this, and I also want to add a button to the top of my website, so people who want to purchase immediately can shop right away. We need to add a link to the button, which will take people to our collections page. So to do that, we will click on Paste a link right here, then click on our collections, and then go to All Collections. So this way, they can visit your store's collection page and see what products you were selling. So now that you can see, the button is right here, but it doesn't really jump out. I did like to modify the color so that the button stands out more. So what I'm going to do is make this dark color to maybe something like this. So this is fantastic. So I've created a beautiful button right here. That's all I want to do in the slideshow section. We have a rich tech section here, which is where you can add information about your company, its values, or perhaps some of the key features. Personally, I don't have something like this for this store, so what I'm going to do is simply click the section and then remove it here at the bottom. So this was all about header section. Now in the next lesson, we will talk about collections. So let's get right into the next video. In this video, we will look at the collection list, so let's start it. Using collections is a fantastic approach to categorize your items into groups. I can have a gaming headset collection and a noise-canceling headsets collection for this headphone store that I'm currently building, and maybe some more, like in-ear headphones, headphone amplifiers, and so on. This is an excellent method to sort your products, as well as a method to direct your customers to the exact item they're searching for. What I'm trying to do here is only have two collections, one of noise-canceling headphones and one of the gaming headsets. So what I'm going to do is remove every other collection until I end up with just two different collections, just like this. Now we can rename this collection list as well. So let's just put Music on World off here, then return to where we were before. I'm ready to create custom collections in Shopify, but before I can tell Shopify what sort of collections should be displayed here, I will need to set them up in the Shopify dashboard first, so that's what we're going to do next. So let's go back to our Shopify dashboard. Once you are here, click on Products, and then Collections right here. So what I would like to do is build some collections from scratch, so I'm going to erase this default homepage collection, which was created automatically by default. So I'll select it and then click More Actions, then Delete Collection, Confirm. And now there are no collections in my store. So to create a collection, I need to click on Create Collection to begin. So we can give it a name. In this case, it will be Noise Canceling Headsets. Then I can add a description. However, because I would like to save some time, I'm not going to do that right now. And then for the collection type, I will click on Manual, since we will be adding items manually. You can also automate it, and then establish rules for which items will be included to this collection. But for the purpose of this lesson, we'll keep things simple. Then I would like to add an image for this collection, which will represent all of the items in it. So I will click on Add Image on the right side. Then I'll choose the image for the noise-canceling headset collection that I prepared for. This one does the job nicely. Now we can save by clicking on Save here on the top. We can go back to our collections and see that we've just created a new collection. And now we may do the same thing for all of the other collections that we wish to add to our Shopify store. So we can simply go to the top and create a collection, then proceed with the same procedure that we had just gone through. Now I've added 3 different collections. So in order for me to use these collections in my store, I must make them available as well. So I'm going to select these collections by clicking the Select icon. Now I'll go over to More Actions and choose Make Collections Available, after which I can add them to my website. Now we can go back to our store editor in Other tab, and before I do anything else, I will save the page so we don't have to repeat everything after saving is done. We can reload the site, ensuring that everything is up to date. Then we can go to the first collection and select the collection we want to display. So let's click on Select Collection, and then choose the Noise Canceling Headsets collection, then click on Select. Then for the second one, I will choose the Gaming Headsets collection. So to do that, select the second collection right here, click on Select Collection, select Gaming Headsets collection, click on Select, that's great. So now we will have these 2 collections on our homepage. So the next section, which is a featured collection, the featured collection is a good opportunity for us to show off the specific products that are special from the collection. All we have to do now is choose our feature collection, then give it a name. So let's call it New Arrival, because I'm going to assign this collection to the New Arrivals collection that I just created before. So I will click on Select Collection and then pick New Arrival. To alter the style, select a different one using the drop-down menu. I'm going to do it with just the grid and then click on Save. All the products in my new arrivals collection will now be shown on my homepage, however. As you can see, we do not yet have any products in this particular collection. So the next step is to add some items to our store. That's exactly what we'll do in the next session. See you in the next lesson. In this video, we will learn how we can add products to our Shopify store effectively. Okay, somehow let's go back to our Shopify dashboard and choose products from the left-hand menu. Here we can start adding our products. So let's click on the Add Product button right here. Then here we can add our first product. To begin, we must type the name of our product in the top box and provide it a short description, which I will skip for the sake of this lesson. After that, we'll need to add some product pictures, which should be high quality and possibly from a few different angles so that the customer knows exactly what they're purchasing. For this video, I'm going to just add one image right now. The next step is to set a price for your product, which is critical for having a successful Shopify store that you are pricing your items correctly. I'm going to put in $129, and you can also add a comparison price, which will be crossed out next to the real price so that people see how much less this product is, maybe $159, and has now fallen to only $129. You can also set your cost per item in order to see exactly what your profit margin is. Next, you must input a stock keeping unit and a quantity here for Shopify to keep track of how many products you have left in stock. If Shopify is out of stock, it will display that on your Shopify store, so consumers will be unable to purchase the product because you're currently sold out. If you want Shopify to continue selling when items are out of stock, simply check this box. Then you'll want to scroll down. And here you can add options like different sizes, colors, and features for your product. We can also have products in black and blue, so this is where you can customize your options. Then once you've entered all of the information about your product, we can go back up to here and add this item to a single collection or multiple collections. For this item, I would like to add it to the noise canceling headsets collection, so I'm going to add it to the noise canceling headphones collection and also the new arrivals collection, because let's say this is a product we just obtained for our store. Then we have to scroll up and make sure the product's status is active if we want to sell this item in our shop. Now all we have to do is hit save on the top, and our product will be available in our store. So now we can return to all products and see that this is the product we just added, the status is active, and there are 100 of them in our inventory. And now we may replicate this process with any other items we want to add to our shop. Now I have added in a few more items, so we have something to work with. So we can now go back to our Shopify editor. Make sure you save the page here. After it is reloaded, you can now see that our items are displayed in the new arrivals collection since we added them to the new arrivals collection. Furthermore, when we click on the gaming headphone here, we can see that under the gaming headphones collection there are headphones that belong to it. Let's go back to the home page and continue on to the next section, which is the featured products section. So all we have to do now is click on Feature Product and then choose a product that we want to feature on our home page. Here we can see all of the products that we sell. Let's say you want to highlight this headphone here, we will select it. Now customers can purchase this headphone directly from our homepage. Following that is the newsletter section, which is for email marketing. As I haven't implemented email marketing for this shop yet, I'm going to click on delete this part by clicking on it, then hit remove section, and we're done. So in the following video, we'll look at the footer section and also set up legal pages in our store. Now I will see you in the following lesson. In this video, we will take a look at the footer. This is the portion here that appears on the bottom of every online store website. The first thing I want to do is add some links to our legal sites, like our refund policy, privacy policy, and terms of service, and so on. So we will create those pages first. So we'll go back to our Shopify dashboard, then to settings, and then to policies on the bottom. The best thing about Shopify is that they come with a number of policy templates already prepared for you. So all you have to do now is click Create from Template here, and they'll make a refund policy for your store using your email and other information. This is simply a template, so double check it twice and also add new things or remove anything that does not apply to your specific business. You can do the same thing with your privacy policy and terms of service right here as well. However, this isn't legal advice. It's simply a template. So make sure you thoroughly read it through and adjust it to your company's needs. At the bottom, you'll need to fill out a shipping policy that is specific to every online business, due to which you have to add it manually. Once you have completed all of this, click Save. Now we want our legal pages to show up in the footer of our website. So let's go back to the dashboard, then we'll go to the online store and then navigation, we're going to choose our footer menu right here. And then the first thing I'm going to do is remove the search feature in the footer. I won't need it any longer. Then I will click on Add Menu Item right here. Then under Link, scroll down to Policies and choose all of the policies you just created, Privacy Policy, Shipping Policy, and so on. Then we'll see them right here under Menu Items. Then from the top of our Shopify editor, we can select Save and return to our Shopify editor. We can see now that they're in our footer menu. So these are links that individuals may click on to see the privacy policy page and other also, which now appears like this. Now we can also modify the other settings of the footer. So here we'll choose the footer. If you don't want payment icons to appear at the bottom of your page, you can untick this box. It's also worth noting that the region filter lets customers choose where they are located and what language they wish to view your store in if you have several languages on your shopping site. Then there's the language selector as well. You can also add your social media links by going to the theme settings here at the bottom and then simply pasting in the link. They will be viewable on the bottom of your store as a result. So as you can see right here in the footer, great, so now we're almost done with our homepage. The only thing we haven't modified is the top menu, which people will use to browse your store. This is what will change in the next video. Okay, so I will see you in the next lesson. Have a nice day. In this video, we will learn how to modify the top menu of a Shopify store. So let's quickly save this work by clicking the Save button, and then let's go back to the Shopify dashboard. Then go to Online Store and select Navigation from the drop-down menu. Go to Main Menu right here. These are the pages that come by default from Shopify. I'm going to remove the Catalog and Home because there is no need in my specific store, leaving only the Contact page so that visitors can reach me directly through the top navigation bar. I'm also going to add collections, so I'll click on Add Menu Item right here, go to Link, and then choose Collections and add the Gaming Headphone collection, and then I'm going to add the Noise Canceling Headphone collection. So these are the most essential collections for my specific store, which I am currently building. That's why I included these collections as links in the top menu. You can also include additional pages such as an About Us page and so on in the top menu right here. Let's quickly save this by clicking on Save, then reload the page. And now we have Contact, Gaming Headphone, and Noise Canceling Headphones options in the top menu. If you want to create a new page that isn't already there by default or is not part of a collection, you can return to the dashboard, select Online Store from the drop-down menu, then click on Pages. Here you can create new pages. You can create, for example, About Use page or our mission page, and so on. In the next lesson, we will explore how to modify the theme setting for our store. It is also the last step in designing a store. See you in the next video. Have a good day. In this lecture, we will take a look at the theme settings of our online store. So in our editor, click on the theme setting at the bottom left corner. This brings us the options for making our company's branding identical to that of its online store. For example, we can click on Colors and then modify the colors of our specific brand if we have them. So for each component, you should really add the colors of your specific brand so that customers can recognize your brand on your online store website. Then you can also modify the font, and here you can choose a different branded font if you have one. For example, I can change this font to Montserrat, which is a little more modern looking, so let's choose Select, and then it will apply the same font to all headings throughout your website. Under social media, we have already added some links to our footer, but here is also an option to do that same thing. Next, there is the favicon, which we haven't added yet, so what I would like to do is go to favicon, select a custom Vatican image for this store, so let's go with this one right here. Next, I will click on Select. To add a logo to your store's checkout page, click on Checkout, then click on Add Logo of your store here. After choosing the logo, all you need to do is select it and then click on Save. You can now devote some more time to going through all of these options, but these are essentially the most important ones I do for my stores before they go live. Now that we have completed all of the store pages, it's time to go through some important settings to prepare our store for launch. See you in the next lecture. In this video, we will talk about our store preferences and how to set them up correctly. So here, I'm in our online store and have selected my preferences. These are a few more settings that are quite significant, so you'll spend some time inside your preferences configuring these options, which is also very important. At the top, we have our homepage title and meta description. So right now, I'm looking at my website, and up here in the tab, it says Luxurious Headphone, which is my homepage title. So I would like to spice that up a little bit because Luxurious Headphone is actually unexciting. So we'll write Luxurious Headphone, just listen to. Then we must have to write a short description. This is the description that shows on search engines like Google and others. So we'll write explore our extensive range of over-ear headphones, including noise canceling and gaming headsets, designed to help you enjoy your favorite music on the go. So I'm going to save it now. Then after I've saved that, what I will do is reload the page. When reloaded, you'll notice that the new title we just created will change. Now it has a different title. Remember that this description will also show up on Google and others. Underneath that, we have our social sharing image. So for example, if your Shopify store is shared on Facebook or on any other platform, this is how it appears. It will include the page title, URL of the page, meta description, and also an image. So we can add our own unique image to complement our store whenever it's shared. The recommended size is 1200 by 628. Adding an image makes it look nicer when people share it. Below that, we have our Google Analytics code. If you're using Google Analytics, they provide you with a customized URL. You have to just copy and paste it into here. This will allow you to monitor all of your activities on your Google Analytics account. The same thing for setting up a Facebook pixel. To use this tool, all you have to do is to click on Set Facebook, which will take you to your Facebook account where you'll sign in and link it with your Shopify store. Then they will ask you what page you want to link and so on. The setup wizard for Facebook is really simple and straightforward. Then below, there is a customer privacy option. One of these is for customer tracking in the countries listed, such as Switzerland, Europe, and so forth. Another is used to monitor California customers. So for this, I would like to select Collect After Consent, but you are free to select another option. Then for California customers, I will click Activate. By the way, we need to install this app in order for these two options to function. Down below that, we have our password protection. This is going to be turned on by default when you initially sign up. That means that if someone visits your website, they won't be able to access it unless they know the password, so when you go live with your store, make sure you switch it off. Underneath that, there is the spam protection area. If you want someone to fill out these before getting your contact information, doing checkout, and so forth, you can tick these two options. Alright, this was all about store preferences. Now I will see you in the next video. Have a good day, learners.